Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Crystal Wheel. Tonight's meditation is the color orange for communication and for healing. My name is Reverend Paul Messerle. I am a high priest for the Cabot Kent Hermetic Temple in Salem, Massachusetts. And this is our weekly Thursday night Crystal Wheel meditation. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. And if you are coming back, it's wonderful to see you again. Good to see you. So I see some comments coming in on the side, so it's good to see everyone. Tonight's meditation was written by Reverend Mimi Watson, a high priestess, and she was my mentor when I was going through my third degree program. So I'm really honored to be able to present this meditation to you tonight. And as the wheel turns, I've become a mentor to the third degree or pre-third degree initiates going through our program. So it's a wonderful kind of knowing that you're taking your place and you're helping, and you had a lantern bearer in front of you, and then you end up being a lantern bearer for someone else. It's an honor. So I have been assisting the temple not only as a mentor, but helping with the PR for our Sabbats for like the last 7 years. And if you can see on the side, we have a donation link. If you can possibly donate $2 to $5 for coming to the meditation tonight, we would really appreciate that. As you know, since we started social distancing a couple of months ago, we have been doing our Crystal Wheel meditations on Facebook Live, and this is our 7th one, I believe. And we're also conducting all of our Sabbats for the next 3, at least for the next 3 Sabbats. We're going to be doing those online. So if you go to the Cabot Kent Hermetic Temple webpage, or if you go to our Facebook page, you can see that there's been a post. And our next Sabbat that is going to be broadcast live is Litha. That's going to be on Saturday, June 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And that will be conducted by Reverend Jack Civitarese and Reverend Bella Cabot, who initiated our very first Facebook Live Sabbat with Beltane back in May. So if you haven't had an opportunity to come to one of our Sabbats and you're curious to see what a Cabot Sabbat is like, then we hope to see you in June, tuning into Facebook Live for Litha on the 20th. It would be really wonderful to see you there. And if you'd like to become a member of the temple, there is a link in this, again, either below or to the right of your screen, where you can go to the Cabot Kent Hermetic Temple website, and you can apply for membership. And membership will get you a patch, and you'll get a membership card, and you'll also be able to get a discount to the Sabbats when we start conducting them in person again, except for Samhain. That's a ticketed event, and again, we don't really know what we're doing for that quite yet, but we know that for the next 3 Sabbats, we're going to be safely continuing our social distancing and making sure that all of us are feeling comfortable and safe. And so keep posted and see what we're going to be doing with that. A couple other things before we get started on the wheel tonight. If you haven't been, again, coming to the wheel is a place of solace. It's a place of healing. It's a place for getting psychic clarity. And it's a place for resetting if you need to, and for getting perspective. That height of the crystal wheel, which is an astral construct that sits 700 feet, actually floats 700 feet above Salem, Massachusetts, was created by Laurie Cabot and her coven, the Black Doves of Isis, back in the 1970s. And since then, Cabots have been tuning into the wheel and going every week to connect with a frequency, a color. And that color has to do with the light that's coming from a specific planet, and also the healing intention for that color, and what we can do not only to absorb that color from the planet, but also project that out to anyone that might be needing any help or assistance. If you tonight need some healing energy sent your way, or if there's somebody close to you or somebody that you would like to put an intention for, you can put their name on the side of the Facebook window. Just put their name, their age, and the state that they live in. And you don't have to put anything else, and we will send healing energy to that person. And again, even if it's for yourself, go ahead and put that information there. And then as we meditate at the crystal wheel tonight, we will send healing energy out. And tonight's energy is orange. And orange has to do with communication, as well as healing. And it's a light that comes from the planet Mercury. So if you, again, if this is new to you, this is part of the science of our witchcraft is really regulating and working with the lights of the planets and how they can affect our daily lives. And Mercury is the planet in charge of communication. So in this day and age, again, right now, communication, clear, timely communication is really important. And so if you're feeling that that's not something that's resonating with you right now, then your visit to the wheel tonight may help you to get that reset so that your communicating is clear and is effective. If you're a tarot card reader, the card that's normally associated with this is the Eight of Wands, which is about swiftness, and it's Mercury in Sagittarius. It's about communication that happens in a timely manner. And we all know what communication is like when it's not timely. It can be considered blunt, right? And the reverse of it is like procrastination or covert communication. So we always want to be clear in how we're presenting ourselves. And we're going to need that. We're going to need that for this journey tonight, and so that we can come back with that energy and we can resonate with that energy. Because we also work with astrology, and we are aware that the movement of the planets really can govern how we operate on our own planet. And whether or not you know it, we have another Mercury retrograde coming on June 18th through July 12th. So if you're not familiar with the Mercury retrograde, 3 times a year, it appears as if the planet Mercury is traveling backwards or away from the planet Earth. And when that happens, we can sometimes find ourselves with communication snafus. There's always kinds of warnings about not signing any legal contracts or making any, enormous purchases. And, it doesn't mean you can't do that. And sometimes you have to. But if it's an impulse to do and it doesn't have to happen, you might want to wait until the Mercury retrograde is over with. But the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde is coming next week, June 2nd. And so you might, if you're really psychically in tune, you might already be feeling that. Your communication may be coming out a little garbled. Your emails may not be going through, or there might be lots of typos, or there just might be all sorts of things that are just not quite right in getting your communication through. So what you've got to do during these times is slow down and take a reset and just breathe and think before you speak, or make sure you read your emails before you send them out. Just those little tiny things will be able to help you kind of get clarity. But it also is a time to be proactive, and it's a good time to reflect on the past. It's a good time to complete projects that you may not have finished, process, recapitulate, and just really reflect, really reflect. And because you've been given time, we've all been given time right now. And so during this time, not only will your communication, if you're really kind of thinking about it, will get clear, but psychically, there's a lot of clarity that actually comes from a Mercury retrograde. You'll find increased in periods of intuition. You might find there's coincidences and that are remarkable, absolutely remarkable. And they've been happening to me. And just to share a very, very quick story, I've been preparing for this meditation this week and surrounding myself with orange, as you can see. But I looked out the window and we'd planted milkweed, and the milkweed is in blossom, and there are these beautiful orange, red, and yellow blossoms. And the monarch butterflies have been coming to feed on the milkweed, and the monarchs have these beautiful orange in their wings and black. And again, black is very sacred to the Cabots. It's that color that absorbs all colors. It's the presence of all colors. But that intuition, that coincidence, that synchronicity was the monarch being the sovereign. And for us to think about our sovereignty and to always conduct ourselves in a sovereign manner. And the monarch is basically has emerged from a chrysalis. So if you can think about this time that we've been social distancing, self-isolating, keeping ourselves away from, right, the outside world, it really is like a cocoon. It is like a chrysalis. And you want to think about how are you going to emerge from that when it's time to go back out again, and when you feel that it's safe for you to do so. How is that going to be for you, and what is that going to look like? So these are all things that you can kind of ponder and think about when you go up to the crystal wheel, right? Your sovereignty and the color orange and how you communicate. And the orange color is connected to our second chakra, right? And so that's the spleen area. So it's kind of like your gut instinct. Pay attention to where you are with your gut and where your communication is. Okay, so we have about 5 minutes left. And again, if you've not been to the wheel, we're going to do a guided meditation. It's a good idea if you have a crystal that you can hold on to in your left hand, whether it's a quartz crystal or whether it's a carnelian or a citrine, something orange colored or something clear. But have a crystal in your hand so that you can kind of connect to the frequency of the crystal wheel. And we're going to go through a guided meditation. And when it's time to come back from the meditation, I'm going to say give yourself health clearance. So if you've not done that before, health clearance is swiping your head down in front of you and then pushing away from your solar plexus or your central part of your body and saying, I'm giving myself total health clearance, I'm healing myself. That health clearance is going to clear any energies, incorrect energies that you might encounter or that you might still have left over after your journey to the wheel. And so we always want to do that right before we come back from our meditation, and then we count back up from alpha. Again, the alpha state is a state of our brains that quiets our minds so that we can psychically travel. And we use the light, again, from our third eye to make our traveling through time and space. And we go to the crystal wheel above Salem, Massachusetts, and we can be there instantaneously. You all can, no matter where you are on the planet, because light travels at 186,000 miles a second. So you will be there instantaneously. And again, if you've been to Salem, you know how wonderful that energy is. Part of that is we really feel is about that crystal wheel and connecting to the energy that's been fused into those crystals and the light that's been projected through the planets. So with that, we're going to get started. So get yourself comfortably seated. Put yourself in a chair where you can sit with your feet on the floor and with your back against something to rest upon. Make sure that you are, you're not going to have any distractions. If there's any pets in the room, you might want to just make sure that they're not going to, distract you, or you may not have any, silence your phones if you've got them around you. And it's a sensory experience when you go to the wheel. It's not just feeling there, it's seeing, it's hearing, it's smelling. You might encounter multiple sensory experiences when you're there. And you might see some familiar faces when you're up there. The Cabots are really, really tight-knit as far as how psychically connected we are. So it's wonderful to see our Cabot brothers and sisters when we're there. But even if you're not a Cabot, we'd love to see you there up in the wheel. So with that, let's get started, all right? I'm going to go ahead and pull up the meditation here. All right. We're going to clear the energy with a bell before we get started. Take a deep breath. We have 1 minute. We want to start at 7 PST, 10 Eastern Standard Time on the dot. So just take a deep breath in. Exhale. All right, we're going to begin. Tonight's crystal wheel meditation is orange for communication and healing. Orange promotes happiness, joy, confidence, and communication. It helps to relieve depression and loneliness. Sit quietly in a chair, reflecting only on the joys of the day. If you desire, you may hold an orange citrine crystal, an orange calcite, or a clear quartz in your left hand and draw the energy into your body. Uncross your legs and place your feet firmly on the floor. Your palms are open, face up on your lap. Close your eyes and and feel all the tiny muscles relax around your eyes, your jaw, your face. Begin to feel the warmth of relaxation into the crown of your head, spreading down. Sense an orange light coming down from above you and surrounding your body with warm light, releasing all tension from your head to your toes, quieting your body and mind, and filling you with calm relaxation. In your mind's eye, see the number 7 and see the color red. See the number 6 and see the color orange. See the number 5 and see the color yellow. See the number 4 and see the color green. See the number 3 and see the color blue. See the number 2 and see the color indigo, like the midnight sky. See the number 1 and see the color orchid. Going down deeper now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now at your innermost level, where everything you do is correct and for the good of all. And this is so. Take 3 deep breaths in and out of the color orange, directing it to your spleen chakra. As it is surrounding you with expanding light energy, it is also helping you expand on a spiritual level. Feel yourself rise from your chair and step outside. As you step outside, you feel a gentle, warm breeze caressing your body, and beautiful, velvety clouds fill the night sky. Among the stars is an array of glittering orange crystals that float above the city of Salem, Massachusetts. Take a long, slow, deep breath. As you exhale, project yourself into the night sky and onto the crystal wheel. Focus on the beauty and energy of these orange crystals surrounding you as they vibrate and send healing energy to all. Orange is a combination of the 2 colors, red for love and passion, and yellow for success and healing. These combined colors strengthen your confidence and your ability to communicate, as it fills you with love and healing. This powerful color of orange gives us the power to create joy in our lives and well-being, as it increases the flow of oxygen through our body and every fiber of our muscles. It increases our healing abilities on a physical and spiritual level. As you stand on the wheel's crystals, you can feel the orange light energy enter through your feet and rise to the top of your head, filling you with happiness, warmth, and joy. As you begin to feel the healing effects of this orange light, you also begin to connect to all living things, from loved ones in need to plants, animals, the ozone layer, and the oceans. This also includes the names on the crystal wheel meditation healing list. Communicate to them the compassionate and healing light of orange that is with them now. Ask that this be done for the good of all, harming none. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, the 15-minute meditation will begin. If you were holding a stone or a crystal in your left hand, now is the time to transfer it over to your right hand as you send the healing energy out to share with your loved ones and others from around the world. It is now time to gather your thoughts as the color orange continues to fill you with health, happiness, and joy. As we heal, we express the energy in our spleen chakra, which helps to aid personal power, allowing you to handle the ups and downs of life. Orange light energy continues to spiral through all of your energy centers, creating more balance in your life and freeing you from depression and loneliness. It is time to return home. You've been empowered here tonight, and the healing that you have felt continues with you in your daily life. The benefits of this meditation are the ability to communicate to yourself and to others when you feel the need to, which is powerful. Take a long, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, you project yourself back up past the velvety clouds and the orange glow of the night sky and safely into your chair. Give yourself total health clearance. And slowly coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slowly rotate your head, your wrist, your ankles. Stretch out your whole body, and when you are ready, softly open your eyes. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. That was a tremendously powerful experience tonight. There was so much orange, so much light coming from Mercury, so much healing coming through, and so many voices needing that healing. I went through the list while we were in the 15-minute meditation. I went through the list and made sure that every name got that healing light, that energy coming through. And the parting message tonight is, as we are proceeding forward, think of the color orange before you say anything. And that really should filter out and make sure that your communication comes out timely and with reverence and with respect and with clarity and with resonance. So until our next Thursday evening meditation, right, again conducted by the high priests and high priestesses of the Cabot Hermetic Temple, it's been an honor to guide you and journey you there tonight, again under the auspices of the meditation written by Reverend Mimi Watson, my mentor and dear friend. So with that, good night, and we'll see you again on the wheel. Thank you very much for coming tonight.